The Nilu? The Nilu. The highly anticipated Nilu Hypercar has arrived. The Nilu27, the hypercar brand recently founded by celebrated sports car designer Sasha, is thrilled to showcase its first vehicle, the self-titled Nilu Hypercar. The Nilu Hypercar challenges traditional automotive industry trends by avoiding electrification, digitalization, and other technical aids. Nilu will deliver a raw, unfiltered, uncensored driving experience. Taking inspiration from sources such as 60s F1 and Le Mans races, classic Italian design houses, the Bauhaus, form follows function philosophy, old school American muscle, drift cars, mathematics, and avant-garde metal music, Nilu's no-nonsense design is as eclectic as it is original. Sasha's goal was to create a car with an inevitable design, fresh and yet somehow familiar. The resulting Nilu exterior, with its tight cross-sections and sinuous curves, is functional, lean, and aerodynamic. For maximum contrast, it juxtaposes clean, sculptural surfaces with its mechanical, exposed, and intricately detailed engine bay. True to Bauhaus philosophy, Nilu eschews superfluous styling features to celebrate essential functional beauty. The Nilu chassis features a bespoke carbon fiber monocoque with lightweight aluminium alloy tubular subframes. In contrast to fashionable composite subframes, the designer deliberately chose a tubular approach to improve access to the drivetrain components while effortlessly facilitating heat extraction and celebrating the mechanical aesthetic. The Nilu cabin was designed to provide perfect viewing angles with ideal ergonomics and safety. The designer was able to achieve an incredibly low roofline and compact cabin dimensions without sacrificing comfort. The Nilu seats two adults in a traditional side-by-side layout with best-in-class ingress and egress made possible by substantial gull-wing doors, low sill heights, and fixed, sunken seats, which do not obstruct the door apertures with their side bolsters. The Nilu human-machine interface is all about manual analog controls, inputs, and feedback. The only screen is the rear-view camera mirror, which addresses the traditional weakness of mid-engined sports cars, the lack of rearward visibility. The steering wheel's compact size and perfectly round shape allows for incredibly detailed steering feel and input precision. The wheel is void of switches, buttons, and toggles, a testament to the belief that the performance driving requires full concentration with zero distractions. Gone are the driving modes, settings, and options. Nilu controls are both primary and intuitive. For this reason, an open-gate 7-speed manual transmission celebrates raw analog driving while adding a safety element with its reverse gear lockout. Steering wheel, pedal box, headrest, door mirrors, and the adjustments are deliberately manual. The tactile haptic feedback from cold touch, machine billet controls was deemed both more engaging and crucially safer than navigating through screen menus. Production. The Nilu Hypercar is Sasha's vision in its purest form, a vision he's been perfecting since 2006. It will initially be available in extremely limited run with production capped at 15 units. My path in the industry has never been about following rules and sticking to norms, Sasha explained. I was never afraid to follow my intuition or chase my dreams. Breaking conventions is simply a byproduct. The same is true for Nilu, a hypercar that disregards current trends and conventions in pursuit of an elevated automotive experience. Unveiling Nilu to the world is a dream come true, a moment so profound it is hard to express in words. The vision was the result of decades-long search, sleepless nights, years of overthinking and overanalyzing. I was fortunate to learn from and contribute to the industry's best. Now my team and I are thrilled to put all this vision and knowledge into action. The V12 engine. Nilu27 has partnered with Heartley engines in New Zealand to produce one of the most powerful and visually striking naturally aspirated engines in the world. The Nilu engine bay is fully exposed, showcasing the beautiful 6.5-litre 80-degree V12. As Nilu will not only rely on electrification, it aims to be the world's most powerful naturally aspirated hypercar. To achieve this, the V12 will deliver more than 1,000 horsepower, and while its large bore and short stroke will make it rev like an electric motor, the even fire engine will provide the driver with the perfect amount of tactile vibration. The Heartley V12 has a refined combustion area, high flow ports, and performance-style valve geometry, something OEMs typically cannot accommodate in their compact platforms. The engine also features 12 large individual throttle bodies for instant throttle response. Another key differentiator for the Nilu V12 is its unique hot V. In this configuration, the conventional exhaust and intake positions are swapped around. The setup delivers key advantages when it comes to packaging, heat extraction, and aesthetics, and it was allowed the stunning snake pit 12-into-1 exhaust headers to serve as a unique highlight of the exterior design. The entire exhaust system was 3D printed in Inconel, allowing the complex design to be realized. Another unique feature when you consider its dimensions. Mated to the 7-speed CIMA manual transmission and housed in a ceramic-coated aluminium alloy subframe, the Nilu V12 represents functional beauty at its finest. Nelson Hartley, founder and CEO of Hartley Engine, said, "We've been quietly working on the design and layout of our own engine for the last few years, taking inspiration from the late 80s and early 90s Formula One cars. We strove for the kind of engineering that's raw, endearing, emotional, and sometimes a little crazy. With Sasha's wish list for Nilu, we finally found the perfect project to dedicate our time, and were able to adapt our development into his Hot V configuration, designing the engine around his chassis layout. Make no mistake, this is not an OEM engine from another manufacturer converted to its Hot V. This is a bespoke, large bore, short stroke monster. It's got aggressive cams, aggressive port flow, lightweight components, and exotic materials. You want to get a cold sweat every time the V12 starts and revs. It's fair to say, we're very excited. Dynamics. The Nilu Hypercar employs a double wishbone pushrod suspension, with its extremely long wishbones visible from the rear. The length contributing to the exceptionally precise and compliant handling characteristics. Carbon ceramic braking equipment was sourced from Brembo. The future. The initial Nilu prototype vehicles and first batch of customer cars will be assembled by Aria Group in Irvine, California, allowing Nilu27 to ramp up its own facilities overseas. Nilu27 is simultaneously developing a street version. This variant will be limited to 54 units, 4 of which will be unique, one-off designs. We've been fascinated by the strong reaction to our social media teasers alone, said Ina Selapavanov, the company's co-founder and COO. While the world is moving towards electrification, and for a very good reason, we firmly believe the timelessness of these cars will not only keep them relevant, but they will continue to find a place in the collections of passionate car lovers. The car will be unveiled to a select VIP and media group at a private event. Its public debut will follow on August 15th on the ramp at Pebble Beach in Monterey, California, before appearing at the concept launch at the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance on August 18th. So I hope to see it at Pebble Beach on the concept launch, and if you like this video, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.